Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have a little bit of an educational video for you about coin grading, but actually it's not exactly about coin grading. It's actually about what does CAC do? Now, for those of you who are completely new to this, these coins are graded in holders. That means that this company's holders, NGC, they put a coin in a holder and they tell you what they believe the grade is. Same thing with a coin like this. This coin is graded by a company called PCGS, and they put it in a holder. They tell you what they believe the coin is as far as the grade goes. But what we're talking about is CAC. CAC is a company that what they do is they take coins that are already graded and they put their little certificate on here if they like the coin for the grade. And not just if they like the coin, but they have to actually think that the coin is in the top third of the grade, so to speak. And so that may seem even more confusing because you think we've got this grading stuff kind of figured out, and then all of a sudden here comes a company that's going to tell you, well, we're going to grade the graders and see how they do. Well, they're still grading the coins, and it's a fair proposition because if you have 100 coins that all have the same grade on them, then at any given time you're going to have a whole bunch of coins that look rather different, both from an eye appeal point of view and also just from kind of a contact point of view, because each one of these coins is going to have different amounts of contact in different locations. So if I do this, now all of a sudden what you're going to realize real fast is that this isn't really guess the grade video like it looked like it was going to be. MS65, MS65, for those of you who are really slick, you probably already guessed the grade on these last two, MS65, MS65. So here we have 4 coins that are the same grade, and we're talking a little bit more about what CAC does. Now, I want you to visualize, I want you to start thinking about grading differently. So grading is not a point on a scale like it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 and it goes this way or it goes that way. I want you to think of grading as a baseball strike zone, right? So here's home plate down here, right? And so we got that is terrible, terrible, terrible. And so what I want you to think about is more of anything that's in this zone is the strike, right? Anything in this zone is a 65, let's say. There's a difference between a borderline pitch, that can be all over the place, right? You can have pitches all over the place that are still in the zone, and as they say, one right down the middle. So what CAC really seeks to do is identify coins that are right down the middle. They're trying to find the coins that are really perfect for the grade, really nice, and occasionally they'll go ahead and certify a coin. They'll put a yellow sticker on a coin saying that it is actually undergraded, that they actually think it goes over and above and beyond what the grade is. So let me look at these coins for you really quick with you and just talk about some of the things that go into that, into grading and into identifying. Now all coins as they're graded, one of the things that they're looking for are overall contact marks. And I'm speaking very specifically about mint state coins now. Coins that are mint state grade, uncirculated grade. You're going to look for the number of contact marks that you can see. You're also going to look and see where they are located. Do any of them really mess with the eye appeal of the coin? How original does the coin look? Does it have original toning and luster to it? Is it a little bit faded? Does it have maybe an unattractive tone to it? Because you can have coins get a technical grade, but then the eye appeal actually kind of knocks it down, right? And so you run into all kinds of different things that help determine the overall quality of a coin. And of course, as we talk about this, it's always important for you as a collector to train your eye to understand the things that you enjoy seeing. And that also, of course, it's good for you to understand what the market sees as well. And the difficulty, of course, is what the market sees as well actually changes over time. So that's a little bit tricky. But I do believe at the end of the day, there are certain qualities that maintain. One of the tricky things with CAC and talking about quality and eye appeal is, for example, the coin that I have here to show to you. This type of toning is really common on early US commemorative coins like this Bay Bridge here. And I love this type of toning. I love the originality of it. It's very subdued, and it is, by a lot of people's eye, this is unattractive. So there's some question is down the future, whether or not. So, okay, let me rewind here my words. When it comes to a coin like this, if you don't like the coin, it doesn't matter that it has a CAC sticker on it. Okay, if you only want blast white coins, don't just look at this and say, oh, CAC like the coin. There's going to be some difference in eye appeal there, right? So if we go back to our analogy, you know that there are some umps who consistently call, a different type of strikes, like their strike zone is a little bit outside of everyone else's, so to speak. And there's guys that are known for that. CAC currently is known for the guys liking this type of toning, right? Which a lot of guys don't actually like. So it's just one of those things to be aware of in the marketplace. All right, back to these coins now. For me, one of the things that you run into on any type of coin is eye appeal. And so one of the things that you're going to be judging is the overall eye appeal of the coin. But the other thing to know is that the difference between the look and feel of coins by date. Now this is something that's a little bit harder to grasp unless you look at a lot of coins. So, the guys calling balls and strikes for years, it's a little easier for them to look at two coins and to say this one's definitely a ball, that's definitely a strike, right? So, balls and strikes. And so when you look at a lot of coins, you get a feel for, okay, 27s and 08 Nomados actually have a different look to them, right? So 08 Nomados actually have a little bit more of this almost granular feel to them usually than 27s do. And so you're going to look at coins and compare them closely and say, hey, does this coin look nice for the date? And that becomes a lot trickier. I know that's a lot harder for some of you guys to do because, you just don't have the experience with it. So, and the best way to counteract that, of course, is to actually take the time to, if you have a local coin shop, stop by and take a look. Would I put a sticker on all of these coins? That was probably just the last final roundup question. Well, for sure, this coin has, to me, the look to it. There's a certain amount of originality to this coin. The sunburst effect, the toning, the high luster, higher than average luster, I'd say, which is saying a lot for a 27 because they come nice and unk, nice high grade unks. So this would get my sticker. I'd put it like right there and just kind of cover part of the coin. But yeah, for sure, I think that this is the type of coin that you end up putting a sticker on. Now CAC, like I was saying, what they do not have is they don't really necessarily have a plethora of coins to compare them to, but because they do business, they have their own business, they do buy and sell coins, they actually probably have some coins that they can compare things to and say, okay, which one of these did I like better? Does this make the eye appeal, the high eye appeal? I think that this 27 and this 08, I think the 08 on the left I might not put a sticker on. The 08 on the right I really like a lot more so, and partially because of the eye appeal, but partially because it looks like fewer contacts in general on the field. So this coin has a few more contacts that are obvious. So on a coin, any coin, you can have a lot of contact marks that'll be hidden in the design elements. And so when you look at coins and you see contact marks, it's a little misleading when you use like a 10 power loop like this, because all of a sudden everything becomes a contact mark. So you got to be careful. Originally, when I learned to grade, you never went beyond a 5 power loop for grading. And I knew guys, old school guys, that only used a 3 power because, you didn't want to look too close at the coin because, you become a dermatologist and all skin looks awful, right? Once you get too close to it. So anyways, so CAC, they go through different coins, look at them, and see if the coin is right down the middle of the plate, right down the heart of the plate. They're going to put their sticker on it and say, we like this coin for the grade. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.